I think I've bred a kitchen full of snobs because they've got to use great products, and they sort of only use Maldon sea salt. They only use great, perhaps Joseph olive oil. So it's the whole kitchen thing that we know what we're looking at.
In Chinese culture, an act of giving food or sharing food with someone is an expression of love. So, it has a really symbolic meaning to it. So I guess that's pretty much my philosophy.
The quality ingredients are very special. If you start off with good ingredients, the end result's going to be great too. Start off with bad ingredients, you're not going to get a very nice ending. So it's very important to me.
Now, food's always been built on the fact that it's not clever food. So we take a lot of phone calls that people say, how did you do that, or what did you have? We never mind telling them. I mean, because if people can recreate what you do at home, they're still going to come back to you because you're where it started. But that's a nice thing, that people can actually take something away from the meal. I always perceive the next work as my best work, and I'm not really worried about what I did yesterday. I'm only concerned what I'm doing tomorrow. A lot about food is knowing when to stop and when to go, and restraint is probably the greatest asset a chef can have. To me, the raw product is everything, because you often see this cliche that where chefs will say, I take 2 or 3 key ingredients, I do as little as possible with it, and I present it simply. Now, if you stick to that credo, that's fine, but so many people preach it and don't stick to it. We believe we preach it and we stick to it. The marriage of food is such an important thing, because as to why, I instinctively know that beetroot's going to go with horseradish, it's going to go with rocket, it's going to go with the seafood. So I suppose the knack is having flavours that don't dominate. You have to weave them together, and it's very easy to get a flavour that'll absolutely dominate another one, and that's not what you want. What you want is a synergy between these flavours, and basically you'll get that. Your mouth will do the talking, because you'll know that you can actually identify those flavours without them clouding the flavour of the dish. I suppose when I started cooking, it was just simply cooking around home, cooking on Sunday. In rural New Zealand, we used to cook a roast lamb, I do have memories of like a chocolate self-saucing pudding and things that were quite simple, but you were sort of appreciated for it, and the rest of my brothers and sisters say, oh, that was great. And so you end up doing it again, and I think that's how I sort of fell into cooking, is that everyone likes to be appreciated. I did a fairly conventional apprenticeship in New Zealand, then I worked around Australia, then I moved to the UK for a while. Even since we've had the restaurant, I've gone back every year, worked in the River Cafe, worked with Alistair Little, worked with people, just sort of go into their kitchen, just for nothing, just for knowledge. My food is very rarely built in a tower or a stack, and this dish probably typifies it, is that we basically lay the rocket on the plate as a bed. We've got our beets in an ununiform sort of fashion. We've got our trout, the fresh grated horseradish, and a drizzle of creme fraiche. And the idea with any food is you eat these together. You're not eating one then the other. You basically eat the beetroot with the trout, with the rocket, with the horseradish. And together that is what the flavour of the dish is, only when you eat it together.